Strip and all the action here. This is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals
and the Las Vegas Raiders. Taken from about the 12.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And it's complete to Adams. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Try the option on 1st and goal.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's Murray from midfield. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. second touchdown on the season.
And the Cards are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action now. Wilson. Going deep here for Allen. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
In motion left goes Allen.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete here to Waller.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Allen, the man in motion right. From the gun, it's Wilson.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Good. Makes the score Cardinals 21, Raiders 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing again on second down. Murray got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The draft day trade sent Hollywood Brown much closer to Hollywood when Baltimore shipped him to Arizona for a first-round pick. He's joining the Cardinals at a great time, too, coming off of a breakout season. It saw him cross 1,000 yards for the first time on a career-best 91 receptions. He's going to make an already exciting offense that much more dynamic.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson, 27 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
That's pulled in at the 32. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray finding Ertz again. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
From the gun, Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
In motion right comes Allen. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Wilson on 1st down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, through the air, really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had the luck when they saw it in that first half.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really
try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, and now an interception on the opening drive in the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to take over here up near the 40.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be caught by Brown.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands, because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Now Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Murray again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Murray sets to throw on fourth. Ertz over the middle.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Murray now on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Murray going to throw. And he hits Drake. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Raiders 13.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Murray. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Murray now. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Murray now to throw.
This goes out wide for Drake.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
42, Raiders 13.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
The man in motion is Brown. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They're going for it. Hits Murray. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bless on Austin.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Taken from about the 12.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from the defender.
Back to throw it, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Prater for the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Slot man moves right. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the Raiders have got him. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, You and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understand